Morning, everyone. On this rainy Wednesday morning, here in what I think is week 5 in Coronaville, and hope you're doing well. We come to you live from the church library here this morning, and we just want everybody to know that we're thinking about you and praying for you, and your church family is with you, and sharing these times of trial together. So we are, in fact, together as we move through this period. So, just a word about what we did last Sunday on this exciting book of Acts passage, where Peter's preaching to the Pentecost crowd on that first sermon of the Christian era. And I want to go back and read chapter 2, 29 through 31. Fellow Israelites, I say to you confidently of our ancestor David that he both died and was buried, and his tomb is with us to this day. And since he was a prophet, he knew that God had sworn an oath to him that he would put one of his descendants on the throne. Foreseeing this, David spoke of the resurrection of the Messiah, saying, he was not abandoned to Hades, nor did his flesh experience corruption. So we've been talking about this for a while now, but what we're doing is really looking at this bedrock of the Christian proclamation in the very first hours and days of the life of the church. And this concept that David knew, being a prophet, that his election as king of Israel had an eternal aspect. Luke asserts that David knew that his kingdom was going to last forever, and that's why he says in Psalm 16, foreseeing this, David spoke of the resurrection of the Messiah, saying he was not abandoned to Hades, nor did his flesh experience corruption. So, very basic, but everything arose from that basic understanding and assumption of the first Christians that Jesus was the Messiah, that death could not hold him, because he was the son of David. So a very powerful idea. On this coming Sunday, we're going to move a little bit further along in Peter's Pentecost message. And after he begins preaching, and he says, this Jesus you crucified, the people are stricken in their hearts, and they say, what shall we do? And then the crowd, for the first time, responds to this message that Peter has been preaching. And we learned later in our verses for this Sunday, which takes us down to verse 41 of Acts 2. It says, so those who welcomed his message were baptized, and that day about 3,000 persons were added. So the title for my message on Sunday is 3,000 Stories. Each one of those people had a story, and we'll explore that together, and we will have a great time on Sunday thinking about this exciting inaugural experience of the first church and explore what it means to us. So wishing you all health and wellness, stay secure, stay in your bubble, and we'll see you on Sunday, and I really look forward to it. Thank you.